Hey guys, I put this sad news on my community wall over on MichelleAfterDark, but as not everybody reads community walls, I've decided to make this short video. The body of a woman has been recovered in Aberdeen in the River Dee at the Queen Elizabeth Bridge, which is the bridge to the west of Victoria Bridge, where Eliza and Henrietta Huszti were last seen at 2:12 a.m. on the 7th of January. It's looking like, from the text that Police Scotland have added to the website, that the body, it's likely to be Henrietta. So let's read the statement in full. The body of a woman has been recovered from the River Dee in Aberdeen on Friday, 31st of January 2025. The body was seen in the river east of Aberdeen Boat Club around 7:55 a.m. and has since been recovered. While the woman is yet to be formally identified, the family of Henrietta, 32, who had been reported missing in the area on Tuesday, 7th of January, has been informed. Enquiries are ongoing, but there is no apparent suspicious circumstances. Searches remain ongoing for her sister Eliza, who was also reported missing in the area at the same time. The Police Scotland Dive and Marine Unit and other specialist officers are carrying out further searches of the river and the riverbank between the Queen Elizabeth Bridge and Victoria Bridge today. Superintendent David Howison said, "Our thoughts are with the Huszti family today. We are keeping them fully updated following this recovery and the further search activity which is ongoing. Our priority remains finding both of the sisters, and the search is focused on the River Dee and will do so in the coming days. Nothing from our extensive inquiries so far suggests either sister left the immediate area after they were seen on Tuesday, 7th of January. There is also nothing to suggest any suspicious circumstances or criminality. We are carrying out further searches of the river in the area where the body was recovered this morning. The river in that area is tidal and conditions are challenging, but we will continue to search and make every effort to locate both of the sisters. We have sought guidance from a number of experts, and this will continue to inform our search activity. Henrietta and Eliza were both last seen on Market Street at the Victoria Bridge over the River Dee around 2:12 a.m. on Tuesday, 7th of January 2025. They crossed the bridge and turned right onto a footpath next to the river, heading towards Aberdeen Boat Club. They were reported missing after concerns were raised about them later the same day. That was their landlord that reported. They're missing because they'd sent a text to the landlord at 2:12 a.m., so the same minute that they were caught on CCTV, that final time, saying that they were ending their tenancy of immediate effect. So the landlord was concerned, went round to the flat, and something must have led her to feel the need to call the police. Superintendent Harrison said, "We know how much of an impact this has had in Aberdeen and much further afield. We have had positive response from the public to our appeals, and I would like to thank everyone who has already come forward to date. I would again urge anyone with any information which could help our investigation to get in touch. Anyone with information is asked to contact Police Scotland on 101, quoting incident number 0735 of Tuesday, 7th of January 2025. Look, I was hoping that somehow, some way, they'd left the area. I really was. I mean, it's a long shot. It's very rare that people stage their own disappearance. You know, they stage a disappearance and they're actually alive and well somewhere, and for some reason they've felt the need to disappear. It's a long shot, but they were seen about 12 hours previous at Victoria Bridge, and they stayed there for around 5 minutes. They both had backpacks on, and it was just strange that they'd gone to that exact bridge 12 hours previous and then gone back to their flat and then come back in the middle of the night and gone down that river path. And, you know, people were saying, could they have escaped by boat? And I guess they could have. But there was no evidence at all of them leaving the area, and the police have been very clear about that from day one. It does look like this is Henrietta. I assume they suspect it's her based on perhaps the clothing that she was wearing, but a formal ID has not yet taken place. I'm not aware that there's any other missing women in Aberdeen who fit the description of one of the sisters, but we do have to wait. So an autopsy will take place, formal ID will be attained, and the search is still ongoing for Eliza. I'm assuming that she'll also be in the river. How they both ended up in the river, was it one of them fell in and the other tried to help and they both ended up falling in? Certainly around the boat club there is a small bank. If they fell in, then I'm guessing we're going to be looking at something like cold water shock. Or did they intend to go in the river? You would imagine that there is some intentionality towards it because of that text message to their landlord. But who knows? We'll await further information from the coroner. And hopefully Eliza's body will also be recovered. A couple of days ago, the police actually announced that they were ending their search of the river and that they were continuing to search the coast, but they'd done in the river. But because it's so cold, it would take a long time for a body to float. So presumably this body had got to a point now where it floated. Maybe the water temperature had risen a little bit, and there you go. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.